Another miss by Curry.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He has 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
That one is off.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And the Warriors making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Crawford drives in. Rivers against Thompson. Kicks it out to Crawford. Left side, Jones. 5 on the clock. Back to Crawford. And there's the call on Klay Thompson.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Bogut dishes to Holiday. Off target with his 3.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Shaun Livingston. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Rivers against Barbosa. It's Rush outside and blocked and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the 7th. And stolen by Barnes. Now the Warriors moving it up. Udo with the block. Feeds to Rivers. Crawford outside. He kicks it to Rivers. 6 to shoot. At the elbow, it's Crawford. Misses off the left iron. Warriors shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. A 3 from Barnes. The Clippers grab the miss, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. That's off as well, so he misses both. The Warriors trail. Rush outside. It's rebounded by Udo.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease. That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Rivers kicks to Davis. Rush with the steal. Here's Barnes. Throws down the breakaway jam. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Here's Davis. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Yeah, I think they just need to slow it down for a minute. Catch their breath before they give the ball away again.
The Clippers shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Udo with the ball. Bogut picks him up. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Rivers. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep. Shot is no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for San Antonio.
Crawford's shot is good.
He found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
The Warriors shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Curry passes to Barnes. The second chance effort. The Clippers grab the miss. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rivers dishes to Crawford. Jones for 3. Got it off in time, but it's no. Second quarter ends in a. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green are the forward pair. Curry is out there with Rush, and it's Bogut and at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys.
And Redick kicks to Paul. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Curry with a wide open look. No good on the quick 3. The Clippers in the lead. Jordan the pass to Paul. Paul is doubled. The feed to Griffin. Deflects the pass. 3-on-3. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Knocked loose, out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Andre Jordan, number 1.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific array of low post moves that allows him to free himself up to get to the basket for very high percentage shots.
And not only that, Steve, we always talk about athleticism and length and speed, but strength is a factor in this game too, as it allows you to finish around the goal through other people. So that's something he does well.
I think for a while, Clark, teams looked at Iguodala and saw his talent and what he could do on the floor, and they wanted him to be a centerpiece. Now that he's been in the league this long, and as a vet, he seems almost better suited as a complementary piece.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, not everybody can be the main focal point of a team, and that's no knock on Iguodala. I mean, I think he's terrific. He does a little bit of everything, does it all well, and I understand he's really a high-quality guy and teammate. And he's very much more of a playmaker than a scorer, even though he can look dominant with the ball in his hands at times.
Now, here's Redick. He's covered by Iguodala. 6 to shoot. Paul dishes to Jordan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 12 points for Jordan.
And with Iguodala comfortable in its role playing as a sidekick, it makes sense because he modeled his game so closely after Pippen when he was growing up. Very much cut out of the same cloth.
Here's Redick, finish off the break. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off as assists.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, final thought here on Iguodala. The more I think about what you said about him and Pippen, they're similar in length, their ability, their versatility defensively, the talent that I think they both have, in addition to being able to make plays for others. I think it's a reasonable comparison, actually quite apt.
when you look at those two guys.
David Lee checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And there's the call on Matt Barnes. Thompson for the triple.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Curry gets the bucket.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Short
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Barnes kicks to Redick. Down low, here's Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Paul against Curry. Paul outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Now, here's Thompson. 11 points in the game.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Curry against Paul. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And a lot of contact right there. I think the officials are making the correct call here. And this sort of call, of course, always about protecting the players. You can't allow unnecessary contact. And sometimes the players let the emotion get the best of them. And you make a foul like that, it's going to be enforced every time.
You know, Steve, I don't think many people would disagree with the stance that it's a very important objective to make sure everything is done to limit any sort of unnecessary contact. Redick, a good look. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Iguodala's drive. Looking at David Lee, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. The ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
Iguodala with the steal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Redick for 3. Jordan cleans up the mess with the savage put-back flush.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
Curry's shot is good.
And another 3-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Stolen by Thompson. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
So a moment now to check out the story of Blake Griffin. He's been just lighting it up recently. These stats speak for themselves. 16th in assists, and he's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
And Steve, you mentioned his assists. I mean, they've been coming regularly, fast and furious, and what you like about him is his court vision. It's superb.
Ball left side. And the Clippers miss again. Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the first. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Clippers trail by 4. Paul outside. There's the dish to Barnes. Pass to Griffin. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot.